Hello there YouTube, my name is Jacob and here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review of one of my new favorite cars for CSR2, the Ferrari F8 Tributo. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Here we go. So here's my lovely F8 Tributo. Now I have my car on a very unique setup here. This is a bit lower performance points than I can have. I have every single stage 6 part for this car. But as you can see, I don't have every single stage 6 part even installed, or I'm not using really any of my stage 6 parts that I have. So really quickly, what this is this is designed to be a low performance point, over 1,000 Evo setup that you can use in live racing. I have it tuned to where it's in the roughly the 11.6 to 11.9 lobby, which I find to be a pretty relatively good lobby. That's the lobby where a lot of the Supras and the CSR2 R's, they like to pop up in that lobby. You'll see some NSXRs every now and then, but you see a lot of Supras, a lot of CSR2 R's, a lot of Ferrari F12s, Aventadors, Huracans, a lot of cars that, typically speaking, a relatively newer player can beat, especially with this car. Now, like in any of my previous videos, if you've seen them, I have done what's called dropping this car. If you want to learn what that is, understand what that is, please do go check out my most important concept for live racing in CSR2, which basically discusses how to drop a car, but basically I can make my Tributo be in a slower lobby than it's supposed to be in, so that I don't have to race as hard and yet can still win. But anyway, so I didn't need to click off of that. So here are the parts that I have installed on mine. I have 0 on the intake, stage 4 turbo, engine, and transmission, stage 3 tires, stage 5 body, and stage 2 nitrous. Now the reason for, if you don't know, the stage 2 nitrous, the stage 3 tires, and the stage 4 transmission is because that's what unlocks all of the tuning parts. The rest of them are pretty much just to maximize the amount of Evo points that I have, which is up here, so that this car will have over 1,000 Evo, and mine actually has the potential, I can get it to 1,300 Evo easily. I'm not currently, because I have it set up to be in that lobby, like I said, that I want it to be in. But anyway, you'll see here I've got 11.283 dyno, which is perfectly fine. I've got a very weird, funky tune for this car. This car can get way more Evo, as you see here. If I just pull this here, I can get a decent amount more Evo out of this car. Well, not that way anyway. There's the setup that I am currently using. This is not the max Evo for the car in this setting at all. This is just simply to be able to get into the lobby that I'm currently in. This is going to be one of my new featured cars on the channel, so if you've ever seen any of my videos where I go in and I just try to win live races with a specific car, this is going to become that new car. So as you see here, we've got F12s, the Juke, the Nissan Juke is going to be in every lobby, so there's no real point in, making that as, oh, this car specifically goes in this lobby. No, this car is going to go in every lobby right now, since it's the Prestige Cup car, so everybody is pulling it, everybody's trying to use it. But yeah, so you see, like I said, some NSXRs, the Lexus LC500s, but those are in every lobby, and they have a lobby advantage. So be careful when you're trying to drive them. If you're a newer player, you might be on the losing end against those cars. Cannot seem to get a race right now, so I'm gonna really quickly modify the tune a little bit and hopefully get to where we can actually see some cars. Come on. There we go. All right. Yeah. So this is a bit of a decent car for live racing. It lobbies really well. It can be down a light a little bit. So the cars are readily available from the race and everything. So it's not a bad car, but as you can see, got I slowed down a bit too much, but that's okay. It's really not a big deal. I could have beaten him, no problem. As you saw, I have an 11.3 dyno, and he's running he or she is running 11.566. My bad. Yeah, you see a bunch of these from that flash event that just happened. They're everywhere as well. So just know what cars are relatively good and what cars you're going to see frequently, and know whether or not your car can beat them. Is going to be my recommendation if you're a dual player. But anyway, let's see what we can get here. They had terrible starts, so that's the thing about this car. Sometimes people are driving really hot with it, and other times they are not driving really hot with it. So there, we beat them, no problems, no issues, no nothing. They did not run the full capacity that they could have run, so let's race them again, see what they can actually run. But not too much again. That's the one thing to be mindful about this car, is that when it downshifts even a single gear, it becomes very difficult for you to win. So just do keep that in mind when you are using this car. It looks like, yeah, my car has definitely been bumped for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I used to be in a much more favorable lobby, and apparently now, all of a sudden, I am no longer in that lobby, so I'm going to try to see if I can show that lobby off here. I'm maybe modifying it a little bit. But yeah, it appears that for whatever reason, CSR2 is doing this weird thing where with this car, and even with my Enzo, which has been dropped for well over a year, it'll bump me one day and it will drop me the next day, and it's just the weirdest thing. I don't know what's up with live racing. I can only assume that all of these updates are getting to be a bit too much for me. But anyway, let's just continue against this person here. Okay, we had no trouble beating that car whatsoever. Alright, that's much better. Yeah, see, that's the lobby that I wanted to be in. The 11.9s. That's where I find is the better setup. You have a much easier time. Now, sometimes you see this kind of craziness. Koenigsegg Regeras, Twisted Mistresses. You see all kinds of people. Don't race those people. Don't accept them when they bet you 200K. You're not going to win that race, okay? Just don't do it. People are setting up their car in such a way that they keep dyno by so much that they know they're going to do that 200K. Don't race them. It's not worth it. But yeah, once again, we're doing a lot better with this lobby. We're running 11.8s, 11.9s on 11.59 dyno and having no trouble competing. So, and then we'll see occasionally cars like this. This car, I'll be very surprised if it runs higher than 11.9. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what you want. You want to not have to overrun your car and be able to win a majority of the 50% of the race. That makes life easier. Yeah, see, there, we slowed down tremendously, and like I said, I doubted that car was going to run an 11.9. it did not. So yeah, that's really what we're after. We want that kind of thing there. So yeah, see a whole bunch of Supras all over the place. This is a much more favorable lobby. So if you have the ability to make a car get into a lobby like this one, 11.9, 12.2, somewhere in there, this is the lobby that I strongly recommend. Get it. There are a whole bunch of cars that can't use this lobby that have come out over the past several months. Wow, that was one crazy car there. Look at that. This is what I want people to see about the Juke. This is an 11.9 lobby. They just ran an 11.554. They're not going to get bumped, and I am. More than likely. So just do be mindful about that car. If you see that car, it is a difficult car to beat. If you own it, make sure you take good care of that car. Go ahead and check out that video about how to drop a car. You can turn that into, let's just say, puke for all of your opponents. Because, yeah, it is absolutely demolished. Anyway. Well, I lost to a bot there, but that's kind of what I wanted to do because I've been running this car really, really hard. And I don't really want to be continuing to run this car too hard, or like I said, it will get bumped. If you don't know what bumped is or dropped is, basically you go into either a faster lobby or a slower lobby than you're supposed to be, and as a result, you can win way more races if you drop the car into a slower lobby, or you win significantly less races if you are bumped into a higher lobby. So, as you see here, I'm purposely losing these races against this bot here by a mile because I really would prefer that my car be able to continue to stay in this lobby or even go slower. That would be my bigger preference, would be to go to a slower lobby. But that really, for the most part, is all for this car. It doesn't dyno by a crazy amount. I just thought I would show off setup that allows you to get this kind of lobby. You don't need anywhere near the benefits that I have in this car to be able to get it. If you get to 1,000 Evo relatively, I'm actually found that this car can get over 1,000 Evo with green fusion parts on all stage 3. So, not even stage 4 transmission. So this is quite an acceptable little car. It's only available for a couple more days, so if you have the ability to go and pick it up. Ferrari Fusions aren't terrible to get. It's a certainly decent and reasonable car. It is a little bit somewhat difficult to control. Like I said, it slows down really hard when you shift gears. So the thing to do would be to wait until the later part of the race to slow down. But all in all, it is a nice looking car. It drives reasonably well. It's not in any way, shape, or form a difficult car to drive. Once you get the start down, it's just fairly simple. Either early good or perfect shifts. I'm not sure that this setting honestly can beat dyno. I know that the maxed settings can, but anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. So if you did enjoy this content, if you did enjoy the F8 Tributo video that I just made here, please do consider subscribing, leaving a like, all that sort of good stuff. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate all of the support from everybody in the past. I will be continuing to do, if you've never seen me before, I'll be continuing to do Pokemon and CSR2 related content here on my channel, here and there when I have spare time. But I really hope you did enjoy today's video. My name is Jacob. Here at the PNCLCG is where you want to be. Thank you so very much for watching. Y'all have a great and blessed day.